All right, day 3, and we are about to take the Lime scooters to where, y'all?
To African.
Yep.
African American History Museum.
Yes, that's where we're going. But before we get on these, how was Sankofa last night?
It was dope.
Why was it dope? What about it?
Because you know how I ride and I like the books.
Yeah.
I love the black graphics everywhere.
Yeah.
Ooh, how people were sharing their stories, singing, just reading poems. It was a lovely trip.
And I also like that Deontay. I saw you, Deontay.
You saw new Deontay. Love it.
Exactly.
All right. Any last words?
It was like what NPR does, where they do the Tiny Desk concerts.
Yeah.
And they take like a certain artist, and then they do a very small, like venue, but anybody can show up to it if they love the venue. And I've never seen something like that before anywhere.
Yes.
So it was really cool. That's what it reminded me of.
Yes, for sure. All right. Well, that was a quick recap because we got somewhere to be. Off to the African American History Museum. See when we get there. Here we are. Us Lime scooters. We had the responsibility of making sure we all got there safe. Half of our group is parked at the museum where we are headed to right now. So see you shortly. There it is. That's where we're going.
A movement ahead. Let nothing stop. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving.
say black power would be the same thing to me that white power is to leave out the brutality.
All right, so we just finished our tour of the National Museum of African American History and Culture, and y'all already know what it is. Go ahead and share your takeaways. Who wants to start? Anybody?
I was really into the Afrofuturism and all of the art.
Thank you. Who's next?
I really like the interpretation towards Black history and more towards their point of view instead of just the general that we normally have. So that was, for me, was the main part. And then obviously seeing the news, seeing what different things that happened I wasn't aware of it. It was just something else.
Nice, thank you.
I really like that. I got to see the Black Panther, and I got to see Oprah, everything. And then I saw like music, like African music played, and then I saw fashion. That was incredible.
Thank you. Who's next?
Well, it was really great to actually see all the people who contribute to like in slavery. That's what I was.
Okay, thank you. All right. So now.
I thought it was pretty cool to come to this museum and see a lot of Black culture, and yeah, there was a lot to learn from it. I enjoy seeing fashion.
Cool. Thank you.
We got to see, like, usually I thought when we came to this museum, we're gonna be able like to just see like the slavery and everything, but we ended up seeing all type of Black history, and we got to see like all type of music that Black people played, and we got to see like the characters they played in the movies, and we saw like the old television, like the first person who was able to play a Black person in a television show. Yeah, so it was incredible. I enjoyed the museum, and I would love to come again.
Nice, thank you. Deontay?
So I read a lot about the different soldiers they had and how there was a lot of active duty military in every major war over the last 300 years, and like they had different regiments for them.
Well, thanks y'all. So now we are headed to see, oh, I guess I could turn it. Now we are headed to see the Washington Monument, which is right behind us. But it was just a really powerful experience being able to see a museum full of our history that is perpetually trying to be erased. So a lot of the stuff in there, you know, yes, we may have learned from history books, but also quite a bit I at least had never heard of. But I don't want to give it away. Y'all will see some clips of the museum in our video. But yeah, it was an amazing, amazing experience. Truly once in a lifetime, anytime you go. So 1000% recommend visiting the National Museum of African American History and Culture. fiance asked some locals and they said this is the place to eat. All right, so as you can see, we are back at the airport. We have concluded our DC trip. So y'all already know what it is. Go ahead and share your takeaways from our National Mall and White House and Black Lives Matter Plaza visit yesterday. Take it off, Sanaa.
So I think coming out to Washington DC was a great experience, and I really enjoyed hanging out with these people. I also enjoyed taking in the historical sites and being able to dedicated to different cultures, such as the Indian Museum and the African American Museum. And I think future BSU members should be able to experience coming to DC.
I thought it was awesome being immersed in the history and culture and getting to be able to have that experience and seeing all these things like in real life instead of just in the movies.
For sure. Thank you.
I like the fact that we got the opportunity to have some new insight on the American history, not from the classic book perspective, more towards getting immersed in the African American culture and the Native culture, and be able to experience walking through the museum, the different situations and the past that happened towards Black people, how they experience what they've suffered, what they've been through, how they evolved through that, and then also in the Native perspective, how they survived what they suffered by the hands of the Europeans and white Europeans. I don't know how to pronounce this name. So it was a really interesting experience, like especially on the learning curve, because it's just out of the ordinary, out of the classroom experience, out of the book, through a literature way, or like feeling and experiencing hands-on.
I thought it was incredible that I was able to come here and see things that I have learned so far in school, and some stuff that I saw in school was not exactly how they explained it to me. So it was like amazing to be able to like see it in person and see the real history of Black people and be able to see like Indian people, what they suffer. And I came to the conclusion that most all of them, both of them, they all have one thing in common, and they all like went through slavery, and it was really heartbreaking, and it was sad to me to be able to see it in reality, and it made me kind of cry. Like I was really sad at the end, but the experience was amazing, and I would love if everybody come, and I would love if you make it so every Black student can be able to come here and experience it.
Well, for me, it was really great coming on this trip to actually learn about different paths and what happened, and to see how Black people have to sacrifice and go through a lot of pain to just get our generation to witness. So yeah, it was really cool to actually get to see the White House in person. I'm proud to be a Black woman, and I want every little girl like who's a Black woman to be able to grow up knowing that it's okay to be Black, because what I've seen and what I learned, I go from it, and I'm gonna be able to teach my siblings to be able to like tell them like stuff. I mean, they're learning this in school, and then sometimes they'll tell them their own stuff. So I'm gonna be able to be an example for them and be a mentor for them, so they will not have to go through the same thing that I did at the time.
So first things first, I'd like to think the college for the opportunity in the first place was awesome. Like, how often does that happen? Number two, this was it was a very insightful trip because we had everything planned and everything had a purpose to it. And being able to go to all the different museums and all of that, and being able to just spend time there was awesome. I like history a lot. I like learning more about history. I'd like to continue learning about history. And being in person was crazy.
Thank you. Any other last words, y'all? You're welcome.
Wonderful person.
Aww. All right. So, this is the end of our Washington, D.C. trip. As our students have said, it truly was so impactful just to be able to experience this and to see things that we've seen in history books in real life. And I'm just really grateful to, like Deontay said, to the college for empowering us to go on this trip. And I have a great set of students. Like what a great set of students to bring for the first time to Washington D.C. So hopefully this is something that can be done every year. But yeah, it really was a good time. So we out.
So thank you, Priya, for choosing me to go on this. This was awesome. I love every second of it. History is awesome, but also thank you to the college. I'm not someone who's ever been a huge fan of school, but I think that I'm also looking at it from the perspective of I never felt like I had the opportunity to do something like this, and I'm very, very grateful, and it's a privilege to be able to do something like this.
Yeah.
And it's just a thing.
All right, y'all. Now it actually is the official conclusion of the BSU 2023 Washington, D.C. trip. Time to go to bed. We tired, but we made it safe and sound. Y'all have any last words for the people?
I'm going to sleep.
I'm tired, but thank you so much. I enjoyed the trip.
Hi, Mom.
Okay, son.
I loved the trip. It was a fun experience.
Yay! Michaela?
I want to go home.
All right. We out of here. It's time to go home. Bye, y'all.